What time is your friend coming?
What friend?
Well, I phoned and asked whether I could come round. You said it might be worth my while, as you were expecting a friend.
Good God, yes. He's one of those people who never turns up when expected. So if I remember to expect him, I shall be all right.
You mean you don't want him to turn up? Who is he, anyway?
Jeff Goldie.
Oh! Him! Oh. Yes, well, I must say that piece he wrote in one of last week's Sundays on censorship and children. Oh, I've never read anything so posturingly half-baked.
Oh, I doubt if he was posturing. He really is half-baked.
I shall never forget, never. We ruined that dinner party the one time I met him. His drunkenness and his appalling behaviour. And I shall particularly never forget his announcing that people, he meant me of course, only went into public school teaching because they were latent pederasts.
God. What did you say?
I told him to take it back.
And did he?
He offered to take back the latent and congratulated me. That was his idea of badinage. My God, I don't often lose control, but I made a point of cornering him in the hall as he was leaving, and I took him by the lapels, and I warned him that I had a good idea to beat some manners into him. If Teresa hadn't happened to come out of the lavatory just then, she'd rushed in there in tears. I might have done him some damage. I've never told you that bit before, have I?
Well, you haven't told me any of it before. Very amusing. Tell me, who gave this memorable dinner party?
You did.
I don't remember it. Must have been a very long time ago.
Yes, but I have a feeling your friend Jeff Golding will remember it all right.
Simon! Ah! There you are. Oh, weren't you expecting me?
I most certainly was. Oh, my brother Stephen, Jeff Golding. I believe you know each other.
We do indeed.
Really? Sorry, afraid I don't remember.
A dinner party some years ago.
Oh, nice to see you again. Could I have a scotch, please?
Go, Steve.
No, thank you.
Oh, Christ! I've just had a session at the Beeb taping a piece with Bugger Lampworth. I've got the goods on him at last.
Lampworth, isn't he a poet?
Not even. He's an Australian. A closet Australian. Went to Oxford instead of Earl's Court. Thinks that makes him one of us. Still, I got him out of his closet with his vowels around his tonsils once or twice. Frights, actually. What?
What exactly have you got against him?
Well, isn't that enough?
Simply that he's an Australian.
Well, they're all right as dentists.
But could you please explain to me why you have it in for Australians?
Well, once you let them into literature, they lower the property values.
Really? How?
Well, they're too fertile. Scribble, scribble, scribble like little gibbons. They breed whole articles out of small reviews. Don't mind what work they do. They go from sports journalists to movie critics to novelists to poets to television pundits. And furthermore, they don't mind how little they get paid as long as they fill our space. So you see, if there weren't any Australians around, sods like me wouldn't have to end up selling crap to the Radio Times and even the Shitterary supplement. Let alone spend Saturday morning interviewing buggers like Bugger Lampworth.
We've got half a dozen Australian boys at our school at the moment. They're not only friendly, frank, and outgoing, they're also intelligent and very hard working.
Exactly, the little buggers. Hey! Roger's been going around telling people I can't face him since my review of his turgid little turd of a novel. Have you read it?
Which?
My review, first things first.
Yes, I did.
Well?
Some good jokes, I thought.
Well. And what did you honestly, frankly, and actually think of his little turd?
I haven't read it.
Didn't you publish it?
Yes.
Well, if you ask me, the blokey you got to write the blurb hadn't read it either. Bloody sloppy piece of crap. Who did it anyway?
Actually, I did.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it bloody is? I'll tell you what it bloody is. I wish I came up with it straight away when I wrote about it. It's a piece of literature. That's what it bloody is.
You don't like literature?
No, I don't like literature.
Why not?
Because it's a bloody boring racket.
You think literature is a racket?
Are you in it too?
I happen to teach it, it so happens.
Oh, does it? Christ, to whom?
Sixth formers at Ambleside.
What's Ambleside?
It happens to be a public school.
Does it? Minor or major?
Let's just say that it's a good one.
I don't mind saying it even if it's not. It's a good one. Christ, I can't remember when I last met a public school teacher.
Probably when you last met me.
But I don't remember that, don't forget.
Would you like me to remind you? I'm the latent pederast.
Then you're in the right job.
I think I'd better go. I do something I regret.
All right. Look after Teresa and the kids.
He seems an absolute sweetie. What's he like in real life?
Not as stupid as he seems.
Well, that leaves him a lot of room to be stupid.
He is my brother.
I'm very sorry.
Actually, the last time he met you, he offered to fight you.
Then he's matured since then. Where's Beth?
Gone to Canada.
With her walkies?
Yes.
Never seem to see her these days. You two still all right, are you?
Yes, all right.
Christ, you're lucky. I don't know how you do it. I mean, she's so bloody attractive, of course, as well as nice and intelligent. I suppose that helps.
Yes, it does, really.
And she's got that funny little moral streak, you know, hasn't she? So she doesn't altogether approve of me, I somehow feel. Even after all these years. Christ. Women! Oh, God, listen. There's something I want to talk to you about, and I'll just lay down the guidelines of your response. What I want from you is an attentive face and a cocked ear, the good old-fashioned friendly sympathy and concern for which you are celebrated. Oh, bloody Kay.
Oh, well, I see.
Remember Gwendolyn?
Gwendolyn? No. Have I met her?
Hundreds of times.
Really? Where?
With me.
Oh, which one was she? To tell you the truth, Jeff, there have been so many, the only one I still have any slightest recollection of is your ex-wife.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Well, that was Gwendolyn.
I thought her name was Gwyneth.
Why?
What?
Why should you think her name was Gwyneth?
Well, wasn't she Welsh?
No, she bloody was not Welsh.
Well, I haven't seen her for years, don't forget. Not since the afternoon you threw your drink in her face and walked out on her.
And that's all you remember?
Well, it did happen in my flat at a lunch party you asked me to give so you could meet the then arts editor of the Sunday Times. You did leave her sobbing on my bed into my pillow with a stink of scotch everywhere.
Don't you remember anything else about my Gwendolyn days, for Christ's sake? What I used to tell you about her?
Yes. You used to tell me she was the stupidest woman I'd ever met.
You'd ever met?
Yes.
And what?
Yes.
Well, you've met some stupider since, haven't you?
Probably, but fortunately I can't remember them either.
So you rather despised my poor old Gwendolyn, did you?
Absolutely, so did you.
Then why do you think I married her?
Because of the sex.
Did I tell you that too?
No, you told her that once or twice.
Christ, what a bloody swine of a fool I was! Well, now I'm suffering for it, aren't I? Listen, a few months ago I bumped into her on Oxford Street. I hadn't given her a thought in all these years, and suddenly, there we were, face to face, looking at each other for a full minute, just looking. And you know something, she cried. And it felt as if, oh Christ, you know, we were still married. But in the first days of it, the very first days, when we couldn't keep our hands off each other, in a matter of minutes.
Well, in Oxford Street.
I'll tell you. I put my hand out very slowly and stroked her cheek. The tears were running down her face. Her mouth was trembling, and she took my hand and she pressed it against her cheek. Then I took her to Nick's flat. He's still in hospital, by the way.
Oh, really? I didn't know he'd gone in.
And they're trying aversion therapy this time, but he won't do any good. He's so bloody addicted, he'll come out hooked on the cure and still stay hooked on the gin, poor son. Saline chasers. Anyway, I took her to Nick's, and I had her and had her and had her. Oh, Christ. And when she left, what do you think I did?
Well, slept, I should think.
I I cried, that's what I did. I didn't want her to leave me, you see. I'm in love with her. I think I love her. And since then, there have been times when I thought I'd even liked her.
Well, Jeff, that's marvellous, really marvellous.
Oh, yes. Bloody marvellous to discover you want to marry your ex-wife.
Well, why ever not? It just confirms you were right the first time. Why not marry her?
Because she's got a new bloody husband, that's why. In fact, not so new, 5 years old. A bloody don at Cambridge called Manfred. Christ knows why he had to go and bloody marry her.
Or perhaps he likes the sex too.
Well, according to Gwen, he likes TV situation comedies, football matches, wrestling, comic books, horror films and sadistic thrillers, but not sex.
What does he teach?
Moral sciences.